everybody, as I'm struggling with these huge circular needles which are extremely smooth, and my yarn is moving everywhere, as well as the yarn being extremely smooth and annoying because it tends to split apart a lot. As you can see, there's like all these different threads. They come apart very easily. Anyway, as I'm doing that, I just wanted to let you know that I'm not going to be streaming today. We were supposed to do Minecraft, but 2 out of 4 people are not going to be there. So I thought, well, I might as well skip it one day and then I'll just do something else this evening. While I'm here, I haven't done an update video in a long time, so I might as well do that real quick. Not that anything's been happening here recently. I tend to have very quiet weeks, and that's why I kind of stopped doing those Saturday videos, because I just didn't have anything to say, and it was always kind of a struggle to, kind of like what I'm doing right now, to figure out what I was going to talk about or do or show, and just there isn't that much interesting stuff going on. But this weather I started last year, I think. I have, oh look, see, this is what I mean. You have a nice little thread here that's separated from the previous loop. Okay, fine. We'll just try to attach that. So this sweater is going to be a disaster, pretty much. This is going to be a sweater that I'm not going to wear outside the house. And when I knitted it, I thought that I had the right amount of stitches, but the panels turned out very huge. But then I thought, okay, I've made the first panel huge. That means I need to make the second panel just as huge, otherwise it's going to be very unbalanced. I haven't washed the yarn yet, so I'm hoping that it'll kind of shrink a bit so that I can at least somewhat wear it. Otherwise it's just going to be kind of like a very Moo style dress, I think. It was one of my first big projects and I wasn't counting properly. And so that is a disaster. But anyway, so we'll eventually have something done. I'll probably show a picture of that in Discord once it's done. And it'll just be a nice, comfy, and very warm, oh, that didn't go right, very warm sweater to wear during the winter, which is going to be good because I hear everywhere that the prices are going up for electricity and water, gas. Now, I don't have gas here. We don't have gas in this area. We use electricity for everything, but still the power company, I think, or at least the heater company that we use probably does use gas at some points. And so we are definitely going to notice the increase in prices there as well. So I thought it'd be a good idea to wear some nice warm clothing. Now this was not going on at the time that I started this sweater, but it's only convenient now that I've started on it already. Although I probably would have made it differently with different yarn if I were to start over, which I will do at some points. I already have a sleeve made, so you can kind of see what all this struggling should amount to. Let me grab that. Okay, so first I had to crochet a cuff. Oh, this thing is in the way. There we go. This is the cuff that I crocheted. It's kind of ugly, just like the rest. And then I had to attach it somehow, so you have a nice little bump here. But trust me, the other side of this is much worse. And then, of course, you have the entire sleeve, which is similar to what I'm going to be producing by doing all of this. So that's the goal. And then at the end, I have to attach this part to the other panels that I made, which are just this. Oops, sorry, it's huge. Camera's very close. This type, but then much wider and singular panel instead of a tube. So that's going to be a huge green sweater, which I think is going to be very nice and comfy, like I said, but not something I would wear to the office, for instance, where they do want to see it, because I've told them that I'm working on it. So they're like, oh, you got to show it to us when it's done. You got to wear it here. And we're like, okay, I might change into it in the bathroom and then quickly run out to show you, but I'm definitely not going to wear it as an actual work outfit because that just, it's not going to work. It's going to be so ugly. Well, anyway, it'll be comfortable, and that's all that matters. I've been working on other things. I've actually got a finished pair of socks. Now this I actually made. This is a tube sock. The camera's a bit weird. So this is one long panel that I knitted on regular straight needles, and then you can see here that there's like a line here, and it's attached either side of the panel to itself so that you get this round shape. And then at the top here, I took all the live stitches and took like a needle, went through all the little loops, and then just pulled it taut so that it becomes this end like this, where your toes go. And this is not something you can wear in your shoes. This is literally just something to keep your feet warm And this yarn comes from the Hema, which I don't know what it was called. I think it was something about honey. Not cheap though. This is wool, and per ball of yarn, which is roughly about this size, which is thicker, of course. This is a different type that I got from the Action. But a yarn ball like this, or donut, whatever you want to call it, was €4 each. And it takes about 1.5 of those to make one sock. So I used up at least 3, almost 4. So that was €12 for a pair of socks. You can get cheaper socks at other places, but then of course they're probably not going to be wool, and they also weren't made by you, so there's less enjoyment there. This is a tail that's coming out. I'll have to fix that. See, that one came out over here. I'll have to pull it back or tuck it back in. That's fine. Nobody's going to see me wearing this outside either, so that's fine. And I have tons of projects all over the place. Like I have a different type of sock as well coming from different type of yarn, also on circular needles. This is more of a cotton blend in like a coral color. And this is going to be, I think, another sock over here with a very colorful, much thinner type of yarn. I think this is just acrylic. Let me look at the thing. Yeah, 100% acrylic. Oops, can you see that? 100% acrylic right there. If I put the thing out of the way, there you go, from the Zeeman. Wow, because I go there too sometimes, and that's basically what I am working on right now, with the addition of one more sock on another circular needle. No, fat panel actually. No, this isn't going to be a sock. I got this a while back thinking, oh, I'm going to make socks out of it, but what I actually am doing is I'm trying to knit a flat panel. I'm going to use another rib stitch just like this. This is a rib stitch right here because it's kind of stretchy, and then the other side is the exact opposite of this. And that stretches nicely, and I was thinking about making fingerless gloves with that. This is bamboo, so not acrylic or wool, and that's going to be, I think, very nice once I get around to it, because panel knitting at this thickness takes a while. It's fairly thin. At least I'm used to slightly larger stuff. At least that's where I started, with larger stuff, because it's done faster and I'm impatient. Anyway, so that's it. That's what I'm working on right now. I've got some various projects here and there, like a new rug on the floor for the dog and stuff like that, but it's kind of just miscellaneous things. I need to start finishing more projects so I have more room for new stuff, but that's okay. Anyway, so no stream today, and I hope to see you next week when we do have some Stardew Valley going on Tuesday. Make sure to have a nice weekend in the meantime. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.